today's video, I'm going to be doing the pet tag, or like the my furry friend tag. I don't really know what it's called and I don't really know what the tag entails, but I'm basically just going to be talking about my new kitten that I got. So a couple weeks ago, Bailey and I went to the pet store and picked up Deluca. I will show you guys him in 1 second. I'm just gonna kind of like explain like the backstory of him before I show you guys, just because he is kind of restless. He doesn't really want me to hold him for too long because he's a kitten, so he has a lot of energy. Okay, so backtracking a little bit. Growing up, I always had a cat. His name was Pinky, and I got him when I was 2, and he passed away when he was 17 and a half, and that was in 2014, I think, like near the end of the year. So I obviously didn't want to jump in and get another cat right away because losing him was really hard and I didn't want like to replace him, if that makes sense. Anyway, so I didn't really start looking into getting a cat until about like a year ago. But if you guys know, I had my rabbit, and I also adopted him. I had him for about a year and a half. He passed away. He was 10 and he just had a lot of health issues. I don't want to get into that because it's still really hard to talk about, but his just quality of life wasn't good anymore. He wasn't able to get up anymore, and then he stopped eating. So it wasn't a decision made lightly. It was really hard, but yeah, I did that. I made that decision for him, and then fast forwarding a bit, I was really looking into getting a cat. Again, I didn't want to get one while I had my rabbit. So I had been checking the Ottawa Humane Society's website at their cats. I was looking up literally like every single day, multiple times a day. I was looking at these animals because they update the website on the hour. So after talking with my mom, we made the decision that on the 1st of September, we would go out to the Humane Society and look at their kittens and their cats and just hopefully like find one and fall in love with one. I really wanted to get a kitten because I had my rabbit. I got him when he was like 8 and a half, so I really wanted an animal that was younger. I feel like I did my part. I had an older animal, but it's just too hard. I can't handle only having an animal for like a year and a half. It's very hard and I'm very emotional, so I wanted to get an animal that was young so I could have him for a really long time. But anyways, the Wednesday before the Friday, I was looking on the website and there wasn't a lot of kittens showing up. Like they would come and they would go really quickly. And I hadn't really found one that I had fallen in love with, like through the picture, if that makes sense. I was really looking for a black short-haired male. My mom had told me that apparently black cats are really hard to adopt, so I knew I wanted to get one just because like I felt really bad. And they're so beautiful, and I wear leggings all the time, so like black hair, black leggings, it was match made in heaven. But yeah, so I emailed the Humane Society asking if they had any cats that fit like this criteria, and they didn't, and I was heartbroken because I was set to go on the Friday. But anyways, the Thursday, so the next night, I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna look on their website just in case because they told me that they updated all the time, and I saw a bunch of black male kittens that had just been added, but they were at the pet stores. So if you didn't know, the Ottawa Humane Society sends a lot of their cats out to like Pet Values and PetSmarts so you can adopt them, and it's kind of, it is a pet store, but you're not buying a cat from like a puppy mill, if that makes sense. They're all from the Humane Society, so you're adopting them. Do you know what I mean? Anyways, that was really important to me. I didn't want to get a cat that belonged to like a puppy mill because I don't want to like support that industry. I don't like the idea of that. I feel like there's way too many cats that need to be adopted, so like you should adopt them, in my opinion. But yeah, anyways, so I showed Bailey, and because I knew that the Humane Society didn't have any kittens, I was like, Bailey, I'm like, we need to go out and look at this cat because like this might be my only shot. Not my only shot, but like I really, really wanted one. So so this was like 8 o'clock. The store was gonna close at 9, and the first cat that I saw, his name was Romeo. I ended up calling the pet store before and they said that he got adopted. His picture was still on the website. Anyways, they told me that they had more black cats, so I was like, okay, I'm on my way. And as we're going to PetSmart, I looked and I found Deluca's picture. So his name was Xander before I adopted him, and I saw Deluca's picture. Sorry, he's like walking all over Bailey's desk, like in front of me, so that's why I keep looking. I saw his picture and he was at Pet Value, so I was like, okay, let's go to Pet Value first, because looking at the picture, I'm like, he's beautiful. Like I want to see him first. Hi baby! He's like jumping on the chair looking at me. He's so cute. And unfortunately, you can't start the adoption process if it's like an hour to close. Do you know what I mean? Like they have to give themselves an hour to be able to adopt. So I was so upset, but when I went to the pet store, I fell in love with him. He meowed when he saw me. Oh my god, it was amazing. I held him. He was so sweet. He was so beautiful. He wasn't a biter. He does bite now, but I mean, only when he plays. But yeah, I know a lot of kittens like bite whenever you're holding them. So I had work the next day. I wasn't able to come in right at 9 o'clock when they opened, and I was so scared that someone was gonna go in and get him before, because they had only arrived there that afternoon. So they hadn't been there long, and I was so scared somebody was gonna go in and adopt him. I didn't know what I was gonna do. I didn't know if I was gonna go on my break at lunch to go and do it and just ask if I could get more time, because I only have 30 minutes for lunch. That's like my only break for the day. And you need an hour, and I didn't want to wait until 5 o'clock because, I mean, that's a whole day. Somebody could have already gone in and get him. So Bailey, being the best boyfriend in the whole entire world, he said he would go in and adopt him for me in the morning, drop him off at my mom's work, because my mom's work is right across from mine, and she works at a veterinary clinic. So he could stay there, he would be safe. There would always, like, there would be people in the back watching him the whole time. And he would, if anything went wrong, obviously they're all vets. So yeah, he went and picked him up for me and sent me pictures, and I was so excited. So I went and visited him on my break, and then at 5, when I finished work, I got to go home with him, and guys, I am so in love. Like, I'm literally so in love with him. He is beautiful. I'll give you like some information on him. He is a black medium-haired cat. So a medium hair is kind of, it's in the middle obviously of a short hair and a long hair, but it kind of like varies. Like some medium-haired cats look like long-haired cats, but then some medium-haired cats just look like really fluffy short-haired cats, if that makes sense. So like their fur is a lot shorter. They just have more of it. Anyways, so I was kind of hesitant on that because I don't really like long-haired cats, like if I'm being really picky. I think it's because Pinky was a short-haired cat, so I just prefer short-haired cats. But anyways, he does not look like he's gonna have long fur, and even the people at the pet store and at my mom's vet, none of them said that, like, they all thought that he would have short hair. They're like, I don't think he's a medium-haired cat. And if he is, he's just gonna be kind of fluffy, like that's about it. So I'm so happy. He's literally like the perfect, like, he's like a picture-perfect cat in my eyes. He's so beautiful. He has these beautiful greenish yellow golden eyes. Oh my god. And he just looks at you. He kind of looks like the dragon from How to Train Your Dragon, if you've seen that. I don't know. He's so cute. Anyways, I'm gonna go get him for you so you guys can see him. I'm probably not gonna be able to hold him for very long because he hates when I hold him. But yeah, 1 second. Okay, so this is Deluca. Ow. I'll explain to you guys why, like, I picked that name and stuff, but this is what he looks like. He is so beautiful. He looks super big on camera. I swear he's smaller. Anyways, this is Deluca. I love him like more than myself. He is perfect. He's so playful and gentle, and he meows when I come home, and he's just the perfect cat. Honestly, I hope his personality never changes. The only thing I wish that would change about him, which probably will when he gets older, is he likes to wake me up every morning at 6:30 by like running across my face and then running back and then meowing and biting my feet. He goes crazy in the morning just because he wants to play, obviously, which is totally normal for a kitten to do. But yeah, that's probably gonna stop when he's older, hopefully. I know a lot of people say like their cats mellow out, so I'm really hoping, because that's honestly the only thing that like slightly bothers me, because I like my sleep. But I have a cat, so who can like complain, you know? So yeah, his birthday is May 7th, so he's 16 weeks old. And I picked the name Deluca because originally I had looked into naming him Luca, but a lot of people like just didn't like that name. I don't know why, but like I told my mom and Bailey, and they kind of like gave me the impression they didn't like that name. And then I was watching like a rerun of like season 12 of what is it, Grey's Anatomy, and one of the new doctors, his last name is Deluca. And when I heard that, I was like, oh my god, like it just clicked in my head. I was like, that's my cat's name. It's perfect. It's like Luca, but adding the DE just made it different. So Luca went to Deluca, and then it kind of made more sense. My last name is Lucas, so naming him Luca Lucas is kind of like mean, I guess. I don't know, that'd be kind of weird. So Deluca Lucas sounds, it still sounds funny, but it sounds a little bit better. Anyways, yeah, so that's how I picked the name Deluca. There's no like sentimental reason behind it. I just really liked that name. So yeah, so I don't really know what else to add to this other than the fact that I'm obsessed with him. Bailey loves him, even though he's really not a cat person. He loves my cat. I know he does. So yeah, I don't want to drag this video on too long, but thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to smash that thumbs up and subscribe down below. That way you never miss my face in your subscription box. And yeah, so thank you guys again so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!